Yo, bro, you feel that? Bro, you feel that? Yo, do you feel that? Does anyone else feel this?
Don Mazzetti, aka BroScienceLife, is something of a god amongst gym bros. He's been a treasure chest of comedy and advice for over a decade now, and this is incredibly impressive considering the guy doesn't exist. Welcome to Lifting and Wrestling, and today's episode of Bro History is about the Brofessor himself, Don Mazzetti. Don Mazzetti, sadly, isn't real. He's a character invented by a guy called Mike Tornabene. This actual human being was born in 1989 in New York, where he was raised and then educated. Mike created Don Mazzetti in 2011, and from here on out, Mike Tornabene doesn't exist, because this is the history of Don Mazzetti. Mike deserves his own video on another day. Don Mazzetti debuted to the public on the 11th of January 2011, presenting himself to the world with his first video, Don Mazzetti vs. Terrorism. This video was uploaded to the now defunct self-titled channel that existed before BroScienceLife, featuring the Don Mazzetti Versus series and other shows like Ask Dom. In both series, Dom offers the typically profound opinions and advice we have become so familiar with. Bigger and better things awaited Dom the Don though, as this channel was discontinued 6 months after the BroScienceLife channel was created, which happened in December 2012. The first video on BroScienceLife was simply titled, "What is Bro Science?" This video immediately featured the over-the-top alpha personality, the gun shorts, and the signature headband that, yet again, we'd all come to know so well. It's kind of mad how timeless Dom's content is. It hasn't changed or developed to any great extent since these early forays into content creation. But these were the humble beginnings of what would become a huge channel that would go on to hold a unique space in online gym culture. After the introductory debut, the subjects of the videos began to expand. From getting girls to hitting curls, every piece of advice was clearly meant as a joke, but Dom's content is the ultimate example of a lot of truth is said in jest.
The Sigma male always stays true to himself, even if it means lying to everyone else, including yourself. Some people say deadlifts are for leg day, some people say they're for back day. I say they're for another day.
After 63 videos in just over 3 years, all of which covered a different element of gym life, Mazzetti made it to the 1 million milestone in early 2015. To achieve those numbers at that time is ridiculous. What is now a saturated market was already pioneered and profited on by the Brofessor all those years ago, and no one has done it in quite as entertaining a fashion since. BroScienceLife went on to have numerous guest appearances from other gym figures, notably Bradley Martin, and he introduced the Ask the Brofessor series. As well as this, Mazzetti released a book. The Swoley Bible was released in 2016, a definitive guide to the bro science way of life. Needless to say, this was written with the same humour in which the YouTube videos were made, and I'll be sure to do a full book review on that before too long. Fast forward, and in December 2022, Dom and his fans celebrated 10 years of the channel with an extended video including new interview sketches, revisiting highlights of the channel's past, and even some home footage from Dom's pre-YouTube skating days. Now at 2.5 million subscribers, he's more popular than ever. The appeal of Dom is his ability to articulate the niches and necessities of being a lifter that we never noticed but are undeniably true. The consistency of the character's attitude and delivery makes him a constant companion to us all, and he mercilessly rips into the things and people we hate about the gym for good measure. It all makes him, as I mentioned earlier, timeless. That said, it's clear Mazzetti doesn't have all that many tricks left up his sleeve, hence the less regular uploads. But to get to 169 videos on BroScienceLife alone shows an unbelievable ability to extract every cut of comedy from the subject one feasibly could. And he was doing it long before the explosion of gym content. Like, this guy must be the source for so many memes that are now just commonplace. How much can you bench? Skipping leg day, dunking on CrossFitters. It can all be traced in some way back to the Brofessor. And videos like How to Be Sigma show that he can produce gold from more contemporary memes as well. And for all of that, we say, thank you, Don Mazzetti. Thank you, Mike Tornabene. That's all from this episode of Bro History. Be sure to subscribe for more from this series, And drop a like if you appreciate the fact that I managed to do this video with only one use of the word alpha. Thank you, in a bit.